Yes, it's an honor to have your 2004 NASCAR Cup Series champion, Kurt Busch, here on the Prime Desk, the Grand Marshal for tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race. And a recent announcement, he will be a part of the 2026 NASCAR Hall of Fame. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you, guys. Good to see you, Carl. Good to see you, bud. It's been fun just taking it all in and telling stories and reminiscing about some of those old races and talking about like some of the deep stuff too. You know, it's not always peaches and cream and sunshine and rainbows, but man, it's just an honor to go in on first ballot and to take it all in. I haven't been back to Pocono since my accident, so it's like a cleansing, purging weekend as well.
And it was so cool. The competitor never leaves. I mean, you are a monster on the racetrack. He walks up and he says, "How many times you win here?" I said, 2. I said, "What about you?" He goes, 3. And it was awesome. And my first trip here in 2005, you know, you were a huge part of that victory. As a veteran in the sport, then guy I looked up to, you and Finnick were just amazing. And as we go back and look at this, a really special day for me, and I owe it in large part to you, Kurt.
Well, no, it's like paying it forward. And when you won here, you came up to me, though, a couple days before. How do I get around here? What do I do? And I'm like, you know what? It takes that grit and that courage to go up to a veteran and ask them for advice and then to trust the veteran. And that's what Dale Jarrett, he helped me. That's what Jack Roush said. You know what? You've got Jeff Burton here. You've got Mark Martin, Kenseth. Go ask another Ford driver for some advice on how to get around this Pocono track. So you always give it back to when someone comes up to you.
That's cool. It says, "Thank you, Kurt," on the start-finish line. And Corey and I were talking. I believe that special thing to reflect on, teammates, the things that veteran guys can help with. We talked about that earlier today, how fortunate young guys in the sport like I was coming in, leaning on guys like you, and they need it here at Pocono.
Well, and you continue to do that over at 2311, still plugged into that organization, helping Tyler Reddick, driving your 45 car. One of my favorite moments was watching you get emotional when he won in that car when you were in the booth at COTA.
Yeah.
Man, and I always love catching up with you, Kurt, because you have such an influence on this garage, whether it was the driver ambassador program that we were in, help building. But now I see you over at the Monster, at the Beast setup, man. I love seeing you a part of it. And you've been all over the place. Japan, you said you've been traveling around, Race of Champions. Talk us a little bit about that.
It's been fun to kind of break away, but also still be involved, you know, with helping 2311, with Tyler, with Bubba, with Riley Herbst, and, you know, a little bit with Ty Gibbs with the Monster Energy family. When I get to go travel and do some of these things, Monster's got me busy in different countries and different places. So it's fun to branch out and to still be part of the racing community, but still be like Uncle Kurt. I can just breeze in and breeze out.
Are you going to wave the green flag?
I'm going to be gentlemen, start your engines.
Okay.
The governor wants to wave the green flag, so I'm learning how to share with that. Oh, yeah, whoops.
Oh,
We got right into politics.
I'm
on
not
the show.
getting booed. Normally, I'm the guy getting booed. No, you guys have been awesome.
you know what? A lot of cheers for your brother Kyle. Isn't that interesting how it's all kind of come full circle for him at Richard Childress Racing? But 4th on the board, he looks fast here, looking for a win. I know he's going through a little bit of a difficult time on track. How often do you and Kyle talk racing? Is there any advice that you give your little brother?
All the time. I mean, this past week, there was a legend car opportunity for my nephew, his son Brexton, to race in Northern California when they're out there at the Sonoma track. And so I was trying to help line that up for him. You know, if it's decals or sponsorship or even a corporation, if there's a chance to help Brexton's career move forward, those are things that I'm doing behind the scenes, but not all that much. I mean, Kyle's got it under control, and yeah, I'm seeing the slump from the 8 car and the 3 car this year, but those things happen, right, Carl? I mean, you're on top of your game one year,
Yes.
You come back to the track the next year, and you're like, why am I 20th on the board? It happens.
Another thing, you know, this track, you know, in particular, you know, it really rewards the full team, but the driver's a huge part of it. Could you tell the fans a little bit about, you know, your success here, the things you focused on, all 3 different corners, you know, relying on strategy, teammates, restarts, all the stuff that makes you successful here?
What's unique is the 3 wins that I had here. You have 2. What was your favorite corner when those 2 wins happened? Mine was turn 2.
Yeah, mine was 1. I love going in there and working the bumps and trying to get down that back straightaway.
And that's for the restarts.
Right.
The restarts, turn 1, that's the most important part on being able to go low, go middle, go high. And then the tunnel turn, to me, if you keep your speed through there, that's your best lap time. But of course, they always say turn 3, the long front straightaway, you got to get that clean exit off of turn 3, and that's most important. for making passes and for qualifying as well. That's actually how I found trouble when I wrecked. Is I was coming to the green to take my lap, and they said that I was already 7/10 ahead on speed, just coming to the green. And of course, the car didn't want to hold it. She came out
It's
from
the
underneath.
razor edge of grip, man.
It
You're
is.
flirting with it every lap around here.
Yeah, this place is fun though. It's one of those most unique places, and like you said, you can't get experience here. Trucks never used to race here.
Right.
ARCA barely raced here, and so you had to come here as a rookie at Cup and grind your way through it.
That's why I came to you. Thanks again, man. Thanks for being here.
Of course.
The Grand Marshal for tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race at Pocono, your 2004 NASCAR Cup Series champion, Kurt Busch. We're back in just a moment.